Stamford! Stamford, I found it. I found a reagent which is precipitated by hemoglobin and by nothing else.
Dr. Watson, Mr. Sherlock Holmes.
How are you?
How do you do?
You've been in Afghanistan, I perceive.
How on earth do you know that, Mr. Holmes?
Never mind.
It was many years ago, but I shall never forget that fateful meeting in the laboratory at Bart's Hospital. I was home from India, invalided out of the army, and looking for lodgings in keeping with my pension. Holmes had just found a suite of rooms at number 221B Baker Street and wanted someone to share them. I'd been warned he might prove a strange companion. And so he did. I became more and more curious about him, and of course he quickly noticed it.
I trust, Doctor, that these few weeks have not proved to you that I'm too difficult a fellow lodger after all.
Oh, far from it, Holmes. I don't mind admitting you puzzle me, though.
Puzzle you?
Well, the way you work like a fiend sometimes, and at others you lie on the sofa there, hardly uttering a word or moving a muscle from morning to night. And there's those curious visitors of yours. In one afternoon, a grey-headed, seedy fellow looking like a peddler, then an old white-haired gentleman, a fashionably dressed young girl, and a railway porter. Then that little sallow, rat-faced fellow Lestrade, who'd been here 3 times in a single week.
But I always apologize for putting you to any inconvenience in the matter, Watson. I have to use this room as a place of business, and these people are my clients.
Yes, but what is it? Oh, never mind. You don't inconvenience me at all, Holmes. I'm only too pleased.
Thank you. But tell me, have your observations of me over these weeks reached any sum total yet?
You might think it a bit of a cheek, but I've been jotting down all the various points from which you've shown me that you're exceptionally well informed.
Oh, indeed? I should very much like to hear them.
You would? Oh, well, I've got the paper here somewhere. Here it is. You won't mind, really?
Not at all.
Oh, well, it runs this way. Sherlock Holmes, his limits. 1, knowledge of literature, nil. 2, knowledge of philosophy, nil. 3, knowledge of astronomy, nil. Knowledge of politics, feeble.
Oh, do go on.
Knowledge of botany, variable. Well up in belladonna, opium and poisons generally. Knows nothing of practical gardening.
Dear me.
Knowledge of geology, practical but limited. Tells at a glance different soils from each other. After walks has shown me splashes upon his trousers and told me by their colour and consistency in what part of London he'd received them. 7, knowledge of chemistry, profound. 8, knowledge of anatomy, accurate but unsystematic. 9, knowledge of sensational literature, immense. He appears to know every detail of every horror perpetrated in the century. 10, plays the violin well.
Thank you.
11 is an expert single-stick player, boxer and swordsman. 12 is a good practical knowledge of British law.
Capital. Well, I suppose I'd better provide you with the answer to it all. You see, the theories of observation and deduction, which I have frequently expressed to you, are really extremely practical. So practical that I depend upon them for my bread and cheese.
Yes, but how?
Well, I have a trade of my own. I suppose I'm the only one in the world. I'm a consulting detective.
Consulting detective?
Here in London, we have lots of government detectives and lots of private ones. When these fellows are at fault, they come to me, and I manage to put them on the right scent.
Oh.
Lestrade is a well-known detective. He got himself into a fog recently over a forgery case, and that was what brought him here.
I see. And these other people?
Oh, they're mostly sent on by private inquiry agencies. I listen to their story, they listen to my comments, and then I pocket my fee.
But do you mean to say that without leaving your room you can unravel some knot that other men can make nothing of?
I have a kind of intuition that way. Observation with me is second nature. You appeared to be surprised when I told you on our first meeting that you had come from Afghanistan. My train of reasoning ran thus. Here is a gentleman of a medical type, but with the air of a military man, clearly an army doctor then. He's just come from the tropics, for his face is dark, and that's not the natural tint of his skin, for his wrists are fair. He's undergone hardship and sickness, as his haggard face says clearly. His left arm has been injured. He holds it in a stiff and unnatural manner.